I'm so proud of the Peel Police. They do great work. They put themselves in harm's way. This is a dangerous investigation. Thousands of hours into monitoring these gangs that steal cars. They had 369 cars they were able to get back. They were being sent to the Middle East. Most of the cars stolen are sent for international resale. So minimum sentences don't guarantee a person won't get released on bail. That really refers to the final sentence.
So Patrick, you've been advocating this since long. So what do you think? What is the main challenge? Why we are not hearing something to get any kind of solution for this?
So honestly, Harjinder, part of the problem is Ottawa.
So Patrick, when you say the progress and the process is very slow, what do you mean by how slow it is? Is it slow by the weeks or months or years? Peel Police has released the pictures and the name and the age of all the people they were arrested, and after that they are on bail right now. So what do you think? What the residents of Brampton or Canadians should do now? Do they have anything in their control, because they are just able to see their pictures and names and nothing else? What else they can do for them, and how can they protect themselves from these kind of people? So friends, this is Harjinder Gill Show, and Brampton's Mayor Patrick Brown, he's with us. Patrick, welcome to Harjinder Gill Show.
Great to be on your show. It's an exciting day in Peel region with our announcement of the success of Project Odyssey.
So Patrick, let's start with the major announcement, because I know as we were discussing off the air, this is something people were waiting since long time to have something this kind of activity or any development from the Peel Regional Police or from the city side or from the provincial side. So can we start with whose effort was this, and what kind of announcement is this?
Yeah, so in Peel region, we built the largest auto theft unit in Canada. And so we've got a team of investigators that put thousands of hours into monitoring these gangs that steal cars. In this case, they nicknamed the investigation Project Odyssey, and they have arrested 16 individuals. There is an arrest warrant for 10 more, and this was a ring that was stealing cars, sending them on the rail lines to the Port of Montreal. They had 369 cars they were able to get back. They were being sent to the Middle East. Most of the cars stolen are sent for international resale. So I'm so proud of the Peel Police. They do great work. They put themselves in harm's way. This is a dangerous investigation against organized crime. And so, today I celebrate the success of the Peel Police. But I would put one caveat on that, Harjinder. And my one caveat is this. I've been speaking about this. Chief Nisha's been speaking about this across the country. And the problem is, the police do the hard work. They arrest the person responsible, and too often these people get let out right away.
Right.
And in this case, 14 of the 16 people who were arrested this weekend, 14 of the 16 people were already on bail for stealing cars.
Okay.
So, we do need to have tougher bail conditions. We can't have these same criminals committing the same crimes again and again. I can't tell you how disheartening it is for the police when they work so hard, when they risk their lives to get the bad guys, arrest them, and then see those bad guys released. We got to fix this.
Right. So Patrick, last week I had an interview with the Deputy Leader, Conservative Party's Deputy Leader, Tim Uppal, actually, and he put a bill on a table last week, and there was a vote on that C-381, and that was regarding that some kind of similar pattern where extortionists were getting bail on an instant level, right? So this is something similar for auto theft. So do you think we can relate something with that bill?
It's a little bit different in the sense that, and Tim's a friend of mine, Tim Uppal. I know he's the right intentions. His is a minimum sentences for extortions. Minimum sentences don't guarantee a person won't get released on bail. That really refers to the final sentence. The point I'm trying to make is that these individuals who are stealing cars are being released on bail. And so if it takes 2 years to wait for your trial, the people keep on stealing cars. And so I'm saying these auto thieves, these serial auto thieves, stop giving them bail. We had one example, Harjinder, in the Brampton courthouse where the police arrested a guy for stealing a car. He goes into his bail hearing. He gets released from the bail hearing. Guess what he does? He goes out to the parking lot and steals a car from the courthouse.
Exactly.
And so that's why I've been calling for, I respect the police work. They're doing a great job. It's not fair to them to have these criminals, these gangs, get off the hook so easily. I want tougher conditions for bail.
So, Patrick, you've been advocating this since long. So, what do you think? What is the main challenge? Why we are not hearing something to get any kind of solution for this
So,
problem?
honestly, Harjinder, part of the problem is Ottawa moves so slowly. It's the pace of a snail. So I've been up in Ottawa. I met with the Prime Minister on this. I met with the Public Safety Minister. I met with the Justice Minister. I flew back again and met them all over again and explained everything. I went up there with our Deputy Chief of Police, our Chief. We explained to them what's happening. And, they listen. They announced that we're going to get our first scanner for the intermodal hub in Brampton. That's probably going to come by July. And so we're making progress. But it's just so slow. And so part of my job, one of the reasons I'm being so loud on this, is to get them to move faster. I want them to treat this with urgency. Like, Harjinder, I can't tell you how much of a gift this is to organized crime. In 2022, we had $1.2 billion in stolen cars. In 2023, it was $2 billion. This is a gift to organized crime. And when they sell cars, they're using that for guns and drugs and the most heinous criminal activities. We got to turn the taps off.
So, Patrick, when you say the progress and the process is very slow, what do you mean by how slow it is? Is it slow by the weeks or months or years?
Years. That's the problem. And so, I've been on this for 4 years. I've gone through numerous public safety ministers. And so I push them, but what I say is that the pace that things work in Ottawa, it's like a snail's pace. And so, the Minister of Justice told me he's going to look at the bail conditions.
So do you think the Canadians would be able to hear something positive on this side within this tenure of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, or should we wait for the next term?
Listen, I hope so. I'm going to keep pushing. There's no reason. Everyone is telling me yes. Everyone's saying yes. We agree with you, Patrick. But there's no reason they can't do it. It's just, for me, I got to keep the heat on them. I got to keep the attention on this. They get distracted. There's so many other issues in Ottawa that they get distracted really easily. And so I'm going to keep pestering them, and hopefully we can get them to move faster. Like I said, the first scanners are coming to Brampton this summer. They announced that last week. But I want to see scanners. There's 2 intermodal hubs in the GTA. We have 2 rail lines that go to Montreal. One in Vaughan, which is CP, and then CN in Brampton. I want these secured. I want scanners there. That's what they do in the U.S. They put scanners in. In Canada, we have an honor system where you can put whatever you want in a shipping container and it gets sent off.
So Patrick, are there any other cities or mayors interested in this same cause, or you are the only one who's fighting?
No, I've had other mayors reach out and say, how can we help? Stephen Del Duca in Vaughan reached out and said how he wants to help. I spoke to Olivia Chow about it. She's heard a lot about it, so she's concerned. We definitely, other mayors have reached out and they're interested because their residents are complaining about it as well. Heck, Harjinder, the New York Times did a big article recently, and it said the city of Toronto is a candy store for auto thieves. We're getting international attention, and so, of course, other mayors are talking about this, and they're happy to support my push in any way they can.
And what about the provincial support? How other provinces and the province of Ontario is dealing?
Here's the interesting, Harjinder. It's really an Ontario and Quebec phenomenon because of the vicinity of the Port of the Port of Montreal. This is not affecting Nova Scotia. It's not affecting Western Canada. Their auto theft rates are pretty stable. This is all happening. This massive growth in Canada is all happening in Ontario and Quebec, particularly along communities close to the 401 and the rail corridors. And so I've spoken to Premier Ford about it, Minister Kerzner, Minister Sarkaria. The province is very supportive. They told me they support my push and the ask that Chief Nish and I have made. That they tell me they support it 100%, and so I feel that the province would love to see the port secured as well.
So, Patrick, I was looking at the website where Peel Police has released the pictures and the name and the age of all the people they were arrested, and after that they are on bail right now. So, what do you think? What the residents of Brampton or Canadians should do now? Do they have anything in their control, because they are just able to see their pictures and names, nothing else? What else they can do for them, and how can they protect themselves from these kind of people?
Well, it's up to the government. Residents should not feel they have to hire private security or, it's up to government to fix this. And so if you speak to a federal representative, please say to them, listen to what the chiefs of police are saying in the GTA. Listen to what Mayor Brown has asked for, because we can fix this. We can solve it. We can't kick the ball down the road. And so for residents, I am convinced we can solve this. I'm convinced we can put the brakes on auto theft if we secure the intermodal hubs in the ports. And so if you speak to a federal representative, bring this up to them and say, we can't wait, it can't be delayed, right away.
Right. So friends, this is Harjinder Gill show, and Mayor Patrick Brown, he's with us, and he was just discussing regarding the recent announcement which is made this morning. Patrick, can we just have a recap of the announcement so that before we leave, we can just recap that announcement one more time?
Yeah, so the announcement today was we got 369 cars back. They were being sent to the Port of Montreal. We had a major bust on an organized crime auto theft syndicate that was focused on the GTA. There have been 16 individuals already arrested over the weekend. There's 10 more we've issued arrest warrants for, and so 26 people involved. So yeah, this was great police work. The police put literally hundreds and hundreds of hours into this investigation. They put themselves in harm's way, but they arrested everyone involved. Everyone involved got arrested, and so it's a good day for policing and a good day for public safety. But the only bad thing about this is that they've been released on bail, which is, which I was mentioning is
so that means
I'm working on right
that
now.
means we can just have a trust on our police, but we just have to wait and watch for the changes or some major announcements from the side of where we can see the new laws or reforms in the law.
Yeah, if you get arrested for stealing a car, you should not be released from bail.
Right. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much. Anything else you want to say before
No, that's it. Thank you for having me on today.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you so much. So, friends, this was Mr. Patrick Brown, City of Brampton's mayor, and he was with us to just brief us a little bit about the today's announcement, where we have about 16 people were arrested, as mentioned by Patrick Brown. 14 are already on bail after the arrest. So we will be back after a short commercial break. Thank you so much.